Hi guys, welcome back to the studio. This is Jessie with the Myers Memories Crafts, and today we're going to be making this cute little rosette embellishment. The rosettes are everywhere and they're so easy to make, so I just wanted to show you how to do that. So we're going to be making a project similar to this, just in different colors. So you're going to start with a 12-inch piece of cardstock. You're going to trim it down to 12 inches by 1.5. And I'm using my Martha Stewart scoreboard. And what I did, you just line it up at the top, and you can start either at the 1 or 12, it doesn't matter, and I'm scoring on the 1/4 inch. And you want to score really well. And you want to make sure you get every 1/4 inch. And I will, when this uploads to YouTube, I'll fast forward through this part so you don't have to watch me do every 1/4 inch in real time, because it will take a minute. And if you're using your Martha Stewart scoreboard, just be careful not to score too deep, because you don't want to rip the paper. But you want to make sure you're scoring deep enough so that you get the score lines. Okay, oops, see, and I flip it over so that I can see if I missed one. Looks like I missed 2, so I'm going to go back and score those real quick. This will also help you make sure you're getting a pretty deep score. So I have my piece scored. And you're just going to start at one side and start to accordion fold this. And again, I'll fast forward through this so you don't have to watch me accordion fold all 12 inches of this. Okay, now that I have my accordion folds done, I'm actually going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut off the very last piece. And I'm doing this so that when I bring them around, the pieces overlap to make a ring. Now what you'll do, and you can use sticky strip, or ATG. I'm using the ATG today because that's what I had handy. If you use the ATG, you may want to just go in and reinforce this really well beforehand, before you finish out the rosette. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. So you'll just bring your ends around, stick them together. Now you have this big ring. I know, nothing fancy, but watch this. What you'll do is you'll squeeze them in. Like that. Now what I did, I actually set this aside for a minute. I used my cell phone as a weight. Just put the cell phone on top to kind of weigh that down to make it flat, because it's not going to stay flat. And then I cut out 2 circles, a 1.5 inch circle and 1 1/4. And you'll need some glue dots. I use the large glue dots just because they cover more surface. And you want to take your 1/2 inch circle and do glue dots all around the edge. And it's okay if they overlap each other or overlap the circle, because this is going to go on your back. And I'm just sticking And with this for adhesive, you know, however much you want to use, I like the glue dots to go the whole way around the circle because I want it to stick really, really well. And you don't have to worry about putting anything in the middle because the rosette doesn't have anything in the middle. So as you can see here, I've got glue dots the whole way around. So I'm going to pick up my cell phone. Oh, see, and it pops back open. So you've got to pop it back down and then cover the center with that circle. Now this is the back. It will pop back up if you let it sit this way. So flip it over, and I'm going to put my cell phone back down on top of that while I work with the second circle. You can see this is textured cardstock, so it's the basil bling, so it's kind of shiny on the top and matte on the bottom. I'm going to put the glue dots on the bottom of this now. And I'm putting the smaller one on top so that I have less surface area to cover with embellishments when I go to decorate the front. So again, I'm just going around with the glue dots. And you don't have to use glue dots. You could use sticky strip or tacky tape. You know, you just want a really strong adhesive here. Now on this circle, you want to make sure there's nothing hanging over the edge. So just kind of tuck that glue under, then come back. And here you want to make sure you've got this pretty centered. So you've got our rosette. Now all we have to do is embellish it. So in our example, I have bows and ribbons and little flowers. So we're going to do that today. And what I have already done is made a loop bow with some just fun ribbon from my stash. And I have a little blue flower, a little pink flower. And I'm going to just go ahead and assemble these with glue dots. I'm using the teeny tiny glue dots for my red flower, just because it's a teeny tiny little flower. Stick that in the center of my blue flower. Now for the bow, I'm actually going to use 2 large glue dots. And I'm going to flip my bow over. And I'm going to stick this on the back of the bow on either side of the knot. This does 2 things. It adds more surface area to stick to the rosette, but it also will help hold my loops in place. So if you can see there, I've got glue dots here and here instead of just on the knot. So then I'm going to stick that to the middle of my rosette. And then I'm going to take another large glue dot, stick that on the back of my blue flower, and then just stick that in the middle of our bow. Go in, trim off your streamers. And I'm actually going to come in with a second glue dot just to stick this down really well. See how that flower is kind of sticking up? I want it to be flat. So I'm going to come in back here, use another glue dot. And there you have it, another super cute rosette with a flower in the middle. You can use this on a card, as get a bow on a package. You know, it's totally up to you, but I just think they're fun, and I just love the rosettes. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you back in the studio. Have a great day. Bye-bye.